And good evening, WSAZ.com listeners and readers. I'm Tony Cavalier with a special Friday severe weather update. My colleagues from the National Weather Service are targeting northern Kentucky, southern Ohio, and central West Virginia, generally the area north of I-64, into far northern Kentucky, southern Ohio, and central West Virginia for a flash flood risk, commencing on Friday into Friday night and early on Saturday morning. I believe the supercomputers have honed in on the area between Cincinnati, Maysville, Lucasville, up toward Marietta, Parkersburg. Interior southern Ohio seems to be the main risk. We'll keep a close eye as when the rains fall and where the heaviest rains set up. The evening satellite picture on Thursday evening was relatively quiet, but off to the north, showers and downpours are roaming in central and northern Ohio. Note how northern Ohio had chilled into the 40s and low 50s, and yet central and southern Ohio temperatures were 60s and 70s. That difference in temperature will help to act as a conduit to allow a moist pipeline of moisture to head our way. This is the remnants of the atmospheric river that produced severe weather in California. And you can kind of make out the pipeline setting up from Oklahoma into the Ohio Valley. And that means we'll be on guard for some downpours. The Futurecast, this is the artificial intelligence that helps us to project where the rains are likely to be. At 1 in the morning, pre-dawn on Friday, Cincinnati up toward Columbus, the downpours. Note how as we get to 6 in the morning, southern and southwestern Ohio getting in on the rain in time for the school bell. And the emphasis during the day will be along and north of I-64 for showers and downpours. There'll be some rain into the coal fields, especially in the afternoon. But basically over the course of a 24-hour to 36-hour period, there will be waves of rain that will be moving through our area right on through Saturday pre-dawn. In fact, by the time we wake up Saturday morning, most of the rains are gone, and Saturday will be a windy and a very warm day across our area, and mainly dry once we get past mid-morning. So the supercomputers all week long have stayed sway with the opportunity for 2 to 4 inches of rain in the Ohio Valley, with the Kanawha and the Big Sandy getting relatively less rain. What that means specifically, should we get 2, 3, or 4 inches of rain in northern Kentucky, southern Ohio, small stream overflow would become common, and we would have flash flood warnings that would be issued. Huntington, Charleston South, supercomputers have been less boisterous in rain, but still a good 1 to 1.5 inches of rain. Growing season underway, so that'll set your lawn to growing. Right now, expectations are this zone, Lexington into the river cities in the Kanawha Valley, would be more of a street flooding, the nuisance type of backwater on, for example, some of those storm culverts. And the farther south and east you go, Pikeville, Beckley, over toward the Greenbrier, perhaps only a half to an inch of rain. Should that forecast pan out, the Scioto, the Hocking, and the Shade Rivers in Ohio, and creeks like the Sims and the Raccoon Creek coming out of Gallia into Lawrence County would be fair game for high water to rise. All the water winds up in the Ohio River, but since the heaviest rains will fall from Columbus south to Lucasville and Portsmouth, expectations are the early target for the river to come up stoutly and maybe get close to flood stage on the mighty Ohio would be Portsmouth downstream towards Cincinnati, although the entire Ohio River Basin will show a rise heading into the weekend and early next week. That's my very latest at WSAZ.com. Stay tuned to us.